welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl, LishaJoya. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. I want to give you guys some happy updates because a lot of things have been really happy in my life. I want to give you guys an update on Sparkles. Um, just want to let you know that Sparkles is recovered, 90%. She's no longer in like dire need of like medical assistance anymore. She's still got a little bit of a cough, like right in her chest, but she's playing and she's eating, and she's down there, right there playing. She's trying to pounce on somebody. We're gonna see. Go get him, baby. Go get him, Sparks. Go get him, Sparkles. Sparkles is, like I said, is doing phenomenally better. Like I said, we've doctored her up pretty well. The cats are out here playing, doing their thing. And Sparks is over there. There's her brother. She's hiding like a true tigress, you know. Yesterday was one of the most epic days we've had as a family. It was just so freaking epic. We had so much fun as a family. But before we get back into that, my son had a really bad seizure and he bit his tongue, so he couldn't really eat. So what ended up happening is that he had to go to work anyways, because his type of work will fire him even if he's in the hospital. So he went to work anyway, and he came back feeling like dog dookie, you know. And so he's been recovering himself, you know, and he's fine now. It's just the fact that, you know, having seizures wipes him out, you know. Yesterday, like I said, we had a very happy day. We picked up my son from work. Me, my mom, and Sean. We picked him up from work, and we went all over the place. We had to go. We had like 2 hours just to go to a Lowe's. We live in the country. We don't have like Lowe's and Home Depots like right around the corner like we used to do. Remember I told you guys we're going to be painting the chicken coop? Well, I got paint samples. And that is something I want to share with you guys today. I automatically know I'm going to have this color white that's in the middle, right? And then, but then there's three colors I'm drawn to for the trim. Okay, so, okay, let me see if I can do this one-handed without dropping things. I'm having bloopers in the morning. Oh, by the way, good morning to you guys. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ha ha ha. Actually, hold on. I got the wrong one up. Hold on. Let's see. All right. Okay, this is the white right here. And then this next color is HGSW2385. That's that colored in the front. That's one, and one of them I was drawn to. This is the original color I was thinking in my head, which is HGW3355. That's the other color for the chicken coop. And then the other one I was thinking, you know, would be really nice, would also be this color too. And this one is the HGSW3324. So when they are, if I can get this on one-handed, let's see. I'll eventually get it. Okay, so what they all look like up there. So this is gonna be this is the main color of the chicken coop, but then I can't decide between this color right here, this color, or this color. I'm drawn to this one, like right there, to compare, you know. The chickens are going crazy. Hello, ladies. Good morning. How you doing? Sorry, I'm deciding on paint for your guys' chicken coop. Okay, mommy's got to paint. You know, mommy's got to make sure your chicken coop looks beautiful, like your house looks beautiful. I can't compare it to your guys' beauty. Hello. Good morning. Good mornings. Hi. Hi, Chichi. Good morning, baby. Hi. Alrighty, sorry. Distraction in the morning. So this white is NW09. And then I guess they have different numbers for the same paint. And they have this one over here, which is AH18. But like I said, the one that I'm really drawn to is this one. It is PP03. And then this other one I thought was nice as a comparative one would be CP12. So I haven't made up my mind on which one of these samples. So I mean, what do you guys think? Should it be this one? Bachelor number 1? Bachelor number 2? Or Bachelor number 3? This one's going to be the main color of it. But is it Bachelor number 1? Bachelor number 2 or Bachelor number 3, this color? Like I said, I am drawn to this color, but I also like these other 2 colors too. So it's something that Sean and I are going to have to decide, but I also want to know what you guys think. So a lot of really happy things happened yesterday. Like I said, we had to go to Lowe's, which is again 2-hour drive, because we live in BFE country. um, Surprisingly, these are similar colors to our house. So I'm thinking about even getting enough paint to repaint our house. Because, you know, my fiance was living alone for a very long time and he let this place go. So we're going to do a repaint job. Well, I want to make this place look sparkling and beautiful to the point where, you know, and even the front porch to get fixed. I don't care if I got to get a job just to help out with the financial stuff. But if I have to do that, I will just do that, you know. I will fix that front porch myself and have it painted and singing at me. Like I said, Sparkles is doing phenomenally well. She's actually, ooh, she just climbed the tree. She's well enough to climb trees. They're over there in the forest playing, everyone. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have cats climbing trees. That's a glorious sight. The chickens are not going to be coming out today because the weather is going to be changing kind of weird. We have both the pools and we put the toys in there for the cats. And then they play with the balls and they knock them out and they like play pool inside the pool. You know, it's kind of fun. My rose plant is doing beautifully. It's having okay. This rose bush is actually really amazing, okay? Take a look at the new growth on it. Take a look at all this beautiful new growth. I feel like I'm so similar to this plant, like as in, because you start off, you know what I mean? You get a gardener and then all of a sudden you get chopped down all your bad stuff and then like you grow and you think you're growing in the right way and then even those new growths die and they have to be removed, otherwise you can't grow. Now, because of all the new growth I've cut off this plant, there's 1, 2, 3, there's like 8 or 9 new growths on this plant alone. So, but anyways, oh yeah, my fiance bought me some new shoes, which I got to finally put on, because I've been wearing my daddy's shoes, which are, you know, kind of big on my feet. But I've been wearing my dad's shoes his whole time, you know, in memory of my dad. You know, I lost my dad June of 2019, and it's almost been 2 years since he left us. So I decided that well, my husband to be decided that I needed a change. So he bought me a couple brand new shirts, you know, and I mean, we just had a really good day yesterday as a family. I mean, we laughed, We played the electric guitar together, even though it was my first time playing the electric guitar on the amp. Um, I'm, I, I'm not good. um, so, I mean, like, all these beautiful things happened. I got a lot of sleep. I got a lot of rest. I took some time off of Second Life. Um, Totally lost track of time, especially with the traffic. Found the ball. Here you guys go. It's in there. And I have my first candidate. Get the ball. Alrighty, guys. So, like I said, we're trying to pick on the proper paint. Like I said, my son had his seizure and he did bite his tongue pretty bad to the point I had to have him on a soup diet. So, but yesterday I made him some Asian foods from scratch. Yes, I made Asian food from scratch. And my fiance and everybody like ate the entire pot of it. There was not even one piece of cabbage left. So, um, just like I've been like honing in on my cooking skills. Yesterday was fun too, because we're all like remodeling. We're planning on remodeling this place. We're planning on cleaning up the place. Um, we have a burn pile which needs to be cleaned up, and because it's getting big, and we have to be morally responsible for any burns and stuff. So if the burn pile gets too big, so can the fire can be going out of control. So we have a responsibility to this earth and to this planet and to our neighbors and to ourselves to be responsible with our burn size. So we have to take some of that debris and clean it out or make it significantly smaller, because we're trying to prevent forest fires and stuff like that too. Let's see. It's a beautiful morning. My son got bit by one of the guinea pigs, and this morning as well. So I was busy, being nurse. Man, I'm the chef. I'm the maid. I am the nurse. I'm the therapist. uh, I'm just actually really proud of my son because he went to work right after he had a seizure. I mean, he buckled down and said, I have a responsibility, and he did it. And I'm very proud of that. So I just no words I could say. He's my last remaining of my children, because my daughter is no longer with us. She left us 5 years ago on Easter Sunday. And my life hasn't really been the same. Then of course my late husband left us 13 years ago, and I have a kitty cat on my leg. Hello, that's my leg. That's your claws. See, guess that's how I get greeted by these guys. My son was complaining how he got bit by the guinea pig and how he can't feel his finger. That's because he had the band-aid on it for 5 hours really tight. So it's going to take a while for his finger to have feeling. So, this is a beautiful day. I live in such a beautiful utopia. I do. I live in such a beautiful place. It's so healing here. It's so healing. I could be in my own thoughts, and I could just be in my own space. I still don't know what paint sample to pick for the chicken coop though is. So I have them here. I'm drawn to the one closest to the white in the bottom. But I also like the other ones too, so I really haven't picked out which one I want, you know. Um, I'm being loved on by a Noodles. Hey, Noodles! Hey, Noodles! Say hi, Noodles! Hello, YouTube! Hello, I'm gorgeous, Mama. I love my Mama. I love you, Mommy. I love you, Mama. Yeah, I'm very much, I have a lot of love in my house, in my household. Um, Hopefully I'll translate that to my Second Life once I decide to finally log in. I've had a lot of things going on in my real life, from my son having his seizure, and then him being a zombie for a whole day, and then trying to get him back, and he can't really talk because his tongue was swelled, and and trying to see what we could do to empower. Hello, Trouble. That's Trouble. Yeah, that's her name. Her name is Trouble. because she finds trouble and she gets into it. Especially when it comes to biting my shoelaces. She almost bit my shoelaces off. They managed to bite my work shoelaces and shred them to bits. But that's the cost of being a cat mom. Yeah, we do. Then we have our plants. This is how the garlic is looking right now. It's growing. And this is the starts from the one plant right here. When the arms break off, I submerge them in water. Um, then we also have like these little cactus type plants. I forgot what they're called. Then I have my thyme. I planted it last week, and it's already starting to spread. And then we also have another cactus plant type thing that we got from California before we left. And this is what I got from my work for my mom as a Mother's Day present for last year. Something easy for her to have and something bright just to cheer up the room. Because at that point they painted it with like a pink or fuchsia color paint. I had it painted in the same my mom's favorite color by our florist over at my job. And then this is the other plant, which is a grafting, which I've been working on for a year. And then we have a whole bunch, I don't know, weeds or whatever we got in here. I got a healthy dose in there. And then inside the house, I had to take, I just had to take the, oh goodness gracious. I had to take the aloe or the cactus in the house because this one was just suffering, you know. Let me take you in. Hello, hello, guineas. Hellos. Alrighty. I come into the house. I want to show you something really quick. This doesn't look all super fancy, but this is what we do. We have a grow light here. This is our little setup. This one was doing really bad. It was all droopy, like this piece was, but it was all over. When I put it in here, I'm letting it dry out. These were starting to become droopy. And it's still droopy right here, but you can tell it's coming up right here. And then we also have this little mini one right here as well. We actually reused old butter stuff, and we put holes in the bottom, and then we put plants inside there. Sometimes we keep dirt in there just to keep it conditioned, you know. So when we water it, then we put the plant in. There's no transplant shock. Because sometimes when you get new dirt from the bag, it's so rich, or it's so it's got like a certain level of toxicity to some plants, where they just like die off if you don't rinse some of that out, or if you don't condition the soil. So these guys are going to get a little bit of love right on over here. This is our laundry room. We doubled our laundry room into being a greenhouse room. So we went shopping yesterday too. Got my son one of his favorite fruits on the planet, which is watermelon. And then, let me see. Today is refill the hummingbird's food thingy out. Because every few days, if you don't change out your hummingbird feeder, it becomes like alcohol, and it can make the hummingbird sick, and they can, not survive. So today is change out the hummingbirds' food, and we actually buy the hummingbird stuff without it's called the nectar, and you just mix the powder with some water, and you dissolve it and you fill it up, and then go from there, and then hang it back up. And then hummingbirds, we feed our hummingbirds. Look at our brood. Look at our brood down there. Look at that. This is like my life, and it's such a happy life, It really is a very happy life. I'm just like so content. Oh, and Sean, I forgot to let you guys know, Sean made a wind chime. It's, a long time ago, but he actually made it and he tuned it. It needs to be repainted and all that stuff. But it's this thing right here. He's really good at making things. That's one of the things I really admire in Sean, is that he's good at making things, and he wants to make an art room for him and I, and he also wants to make a like a little like recording studio, because him and I, we write music too. So him and I are like super creative people, which I'm very, very happy about. I finally found somebody who understands my need to create, whether it is in the real world or in Second Life or in a different world. So, oh, you guys are playing nice, and then there's Sparkles. There's Sparkle down there. She's playing. See, Sparkles is doing much better. So we rescue animals. Sometimes we have people asking us for advice and animal groups on Facebook, and we, even though we're not medical doctors by no means, we have suggestions because of our experience. I actually had a couple of veterinarians praise me recently on Facebook. I got reached out by one of our local veterinarians, and they're like so happy that Sparkle is doing good. They asked me how she's doing, you know, and I reached out because I didn't know how much amoxicillin to give her, so they gave me the amount that I needed for her weight. So we measured it out, and we mixed it, shoved it down her throat for a few days, and now she's doing great. And I mean, the veterinarians were just praising me on my knowledge of the Pedialyte, and then my stepson, his cat was having very similar symptoms than our little baby was, and they gave him a version of amoxicillin in tablet form. But I learned something new from my stepson, that you can actually give the medicine through yogurt, not just through water or through Pedialyte. There we go. So my stepson taught me how to do that. So thank you. And he showed me that it could be any flavor yogurt. I just worry about the sugar content because cats can't have sugar. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, poke, pry, whatever. But I also need your help with picking out these samples. So if you are watching right now, um, rewind back towards the middle beginning, where I talk about the samples of what color should I paint the chicken coop. And I'll see you guys again on the flip side, if I could stop dropping things before I press this X button. Alright, guys, see you guys later.